Hi guys, welcome. Today we're going to be creating our watercolor color wheels. So we've already learned about the color wheel and the different colors that we can find on it and the categories of colors that we can find on our color wheel. Today we are going to practice mixing all of the colors that we're going to find on the color wheel with just primary colors, okay? We're going to be doing this with watercolor. So you will need your watercolor palette, your paintbrush, pencil. We will label our watercolor color wheel first, your cup of water, and a paper towel or a washcloth or rag. So if you have a washcloth or rag that you can donate to the purposes of art, I highly recommend having one. This is great because it's super absorbent. You can rewash it in between uses. It's more sustainable for the planet. Okay. That makes the planet very happy to have that. Okay, so go ahead and gather your supplies and meet me back here. Pause the video and I'll see you in just a minute. All right, so we now have all of our supplies ready to go here. I have my watercolor wheel worksheet. So you can either print this out or you can recreate this in your sketchbook. So what you need to have is a circle. If you have a compass, you can use your compass to draw your circle. Okay, it looks like this. And if you don't have a compass already, I highly recommend you guys get one. It's great. Drawing perfect circles is a challenge. Okay, so you use the pointy tip in the center of the paper and then you rotate the pencil around and that will create your circle. The color wheel that we are going to be creating today is a 12 color wheel. This is a little bit different than the one we saw during our Nearpod lesson. So when we did our Nearpod, you learned about primary colors and secondary colors. We are also going to be learning about tertiary colors. So that's a third type of color that you will find on the color wheel. So to make a tertiary color is when you combine a secondary color with a primary color. Okay, so we're going to be creating that today. The first thing that we need to do is label our color wheel. So grab your pencil. Okay, color wheel. We will label our primary colors first. So remember, our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. So we're going to start with red. So I'm going to write red right here at the top. After you have your red labeled, you're going to count 3 blank spaces, okay? So we have these slices of our pie here. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th one we're going to label blue, okay? Again, you're going to count 3 blank spaces. 1, 2, 3. The 4th one we will label yellow. Okay, so now we have our primary colors labeled. Next, we need to add in our secondary colors. Okay, so if we're thinking about the secondary color that is created between red and blue, it is purple. So we need to label the piece of pie that is directly in between the red and blue primary slices. Okay, that is this one right here. So you're going to count 1 blank. So red, 1 blank, and then label this one purple. Okay, and then we'll go across our wheel. When we mix blue and yellow, we get green. So we're going to count 1 blank and then label the next one green. Again, moving across, we have yellow and red. If we mix yellow and red, we create orange. So yellow, blank, the next one label orange. Okay, so now we have our 6 colors in there. We have our primary and our secondary colors. Now we need to put in our tertiary colors. So remember, tertiary is a primary and a secondary mixed together. So we're just going to go along clockwise on our color wheel and label those tertiary colors. When you are labeling, the primary color always goes first. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like. If we were to mix red and purple together, we will get a red purple. Okay, so it's red dash purple. Not a purple red, a red purple. Okay, for the next one, we're mixing purple and blue together. We are going to get blue purple. Okay. Right, blue purple. So primary color goes first. Then we will have blue green. One of my favorite colors, like a teal color. Yellow green. Yellow orange. And red orange, not orange red, remember, primary first. Whew. All right, all labeled up. Now we're ready to paint. So go ahead and open up your watercolors. And we are going to be moving clockwise around the color wheel. So if you take a look at your palette, the top portion, I know mine's dirty, sorry about that. You are going to be using your lid to mix your colors together, okay? So for the first color, it's just red. So we need to activate our watercolor by dipping our brush in water, giving a couple swirls in our red watercolor paint, and then go ahead and paint that pie slice red. I like to outline the edges and then color it in. But you can do what works for you. Okay. So actually, to back up a bit, I want us to color in our primary colors first. All right, so the next primary color on our color wheel is blue. Clean your brush and your water. Okay, make sure you don't have any more red on here. And then go in and activate your blue. And I'm going to do the same for yellow. Okay, so now I have my primary colors in. Let's mix up our secondary colors. I know that you already have these in your palette, but I want you guys to practice mixing your own secondary colors. So to make purple, Okay, so you have your paint palette here. I want you to use these sections in the top to mix your secondary colors. So first, I'm going to take some red, swirl it in the pot, and then tap it into the palette. All right, clean your brush. Now, go into your blue and add it to your palette, and you want about the same amount of each color. Okay? Then you swirl. Mix. Okay? Then you can go ahead and add your mixed color. Okay, so to make red purple, I already have purple on my palette, so I'm going to add more red to that purple. Okay, it makes this sort of very reddish purple. Okay. Now to make blue purple, I am going to add more blue in a clean area of my palette. I have to mix my purple again. Okay. Equal parts red and blue. And then add more blue. So this should be more blue into your purple than the red purple. All right. Moving right along. Time to mix your green. So to make green, we are going to mix blue and what? Yellow. And you're going to have to clean your palette at some point. Again, we have equal parts blue and yellow. So blue is a lot stronger than yellow, so make sure you have enough yellow here, and then mix. Okay. Another way you can make your tertiary colors. You have your green pre-mixed here. You can very carefully, for blue-green, add a little bit more blue, maybe just to one side. Okay, to make your blue-green. And then when you're ready to mix up your yellow-green, you can use the other side of the green. Okay, so more yellow. We're now going to mix our yellow-green. I'm going to add yellow now to the other side of my green that I already had mixed on my palette. That way I can use up that green. And we don't have to mix it again. All right, awesome. So now we are ready to mix up our orange. So to create orange, we are going to use yellow and red. Again, equal parts. Okay, so this looks like it needs a little bit more yellow. My red overpowered. There we go. Okay, awesome. So now I have my red. I'm going to add more yellow, or excuse me. I have my orange. Now I'm going to mix more yellow into my orange to get yellow orange. So I already have all of this orange mixed up. So I'm just going to add more yellow to one side of it. And that's what I will use to paint my yellow orange here. A lot of people don't like this color, but I actually love it. It's almost like a golden yellow. Okay, and now lastly we have our red orange. So I'm just going to take some more of my red here and add it to the right side of my orange paint that I already had mixed. All right, there you have it. We have our 12 color wheel, primary colors, secondary colors, and tertiary colors, all mixed by hand using the primary colors. Okay, so once this is complete, go ahead and take a picture of it and you can submit it to Schoology. And we will be using this for our next project when we're dealing with color schemes. All right, thanks a lot. Have a great day. Bye.